Today we're learning how to find a short side in a right angle triangle using Pythagorean theorem. A reminder that our formula for this is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Our a and our b in a squared plus b squared represents our two shorter sides, a and b here, where the c is the longest side and it's always across from the right angle in the right angle triangle. So when we're looking for one of our shorter sides, we need to have our longest side and the other short side given to us. So we're going to look at an example where 12 centimeters is our longest side and 7 centimeters is one of our shorter sides. So in this question, we are missing a. That's what we're looking for. So one way that we can do this is by rearranging the formula a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So using algebra, we would want to have a or a squared on the left side on its own and get rid of our b squared by doing the inverse operation or the opposite to adding and taking away b squared. We need to make sure we're doing that to both sides of the equation to keep it equal. So that means that this cancels it out. I'm left with a squared is equal to c squared take b squared. Okay? Now, let's recopy this formula here. A squared equals c squared take b squared. Once we've got our rearranged formula, what we need to do is substitute in the information that we have. What do we know? We know the longest side, or our C, is 12 centimeters, and we know that our short side that's given to us, or our B, is 7 centimeters. So we know that a squared is equal to 12 squared, take away b squared, which is 7 squared. Okay, so just to be clear, that's where we're getting this information. Okay, now the next step would be to work out what 12 squared and 7 squared are. So a squared is equal to 12 squared, or 12 times 12, which is 144, and 7 squared is equal to 7 times 7, or 49. Again, you can always use your calculator to help you. Then we need to take away, because when we're looking for the short side, we're taking away that other short side. 144 take away 49 is 95. And then a lot of you will get to this step and say, done, a squared is equal to 95, I'm finished. But that's actually not true. We need to check that that answer makes sense. My longest side is 12 centimeters, so my shorter side should be less than that. 95 centimeters is much more than that, so we have forgotten to do the last step. The last step is to do the square root of 95. Why do I do that? Because a squared is equal to 95. I need to do the square root to cancel out that square, okay? So doing that cancels this out. I'm left with a is equal to the square root of 95. I put that in my calculator. The answer is 9.75 after I've done my rounding centimeters. So does that make sense? 9.75 centimeters is shorter than 12 centimeters, so absolutely that makes perfect sense. Don't forget to keep the same unit of measurement. I'm using centimeters here, so it makes sense that this is also in centimeters. And that's done.